Stop everything. Heaven is calling your name right now. This is not a coincidence, not a random video in your feed, but divine appointment orchestrated by the Almighty Himself. Your life is at a crossroads, and God has sent His angels to deliver a message so urgent, so electrifying, that it will shake the very foundations of your soul. This is your moment, the moment when heaven's voice drowns out fear, doubt, and deception. Angels are circling, swords are drawn, and God Himself is stepping into your story with a promise. What is yours will not be stolen. Are you ready to claim the inheritance God has written in your name? Stay with this video. Don't skip a second, because every word is a key to unlocking the miracle waiting for you. Declare it now. I am ready, Lord. Let's dive into this divine revelation. What is God about to reveal to you? Something sacred, something hidden, something tied to your destiny is under attack. Keep watching to uncover the truth. A trumpet sounds in the spiritual realm, and it's sounding for you. God sees everything. Every secret meeting, every whispered lie, every attempt to erase your name from what He destined for you. There's a property, a blessing, a sacred inheritance with your name written in divine ink, and someone, yes, someone you may know, has been scheming to rip it away. But hear this, God says, not on my watch. The heavens are roaring with indignation, and Archangel Michael himself has been dispatched to guard what is rightfully yours. This is no ordinary moment. This is a divine emergency. Your spirit has been restless, hasn't it? Those sleepless nights, those strange dreams, that nagging feeling something isn't right. It's because heaven is alerting you to a spiritual conspiracy. The enemy thought they could move in silence, altering documents, shifting titles, rewriting your story behind closed doors. But God sees through the shadows. He has uncovered their plans, and He's exposing them now. This is not just about a piece of land or a physical deed. It's about a generational blessing, a promise sown in tears by someone in your lineage, a sacred space meant to carry your prayers to the heavens. The enemy wants to steal it, but God declares, what I have given, no one can take. Can you feel the power of that promise? Declare it with me. My inheritance is secure in God's hands. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes and say, Lord, open my eyes to see your truth. Share this video with someone who needs this message. It could be their divine wake-up call. Keep watching to discover how God is fighting for you. The battle is raging, but the victory is already yours. What's next in this divine drama? Stay tuned. Oh, the audacity of the enemy. They thought they could outsmart the Creator, slipping through the cracks of your trust, weaving lies with smiles and plotting in the dark. But God is pulling back the veil. There's a woman, someone you trusted, someone who spoke with honeyed words but carried a hidden agenda. She's been working to erase your name, to claim what God reserved for you. Her betrayal runs deep, but her power is crumbling. God says, her mask is falling and her schemes are unraveling. You don't need to confront her. You don't need to fight. Heaven is handling it. Angels are moving, documents are surfacing, and truth is rising like a tidal wave. This woman, this betrayer, thought she could rewrite your destiny. She envied your favor, coveted your blessing, and mimicked your spirit to gain access to your sacred space. But God saw her every move. He heard her whispers in secret rooms. He watched her pen lies on paper. And now He's turning the tables. You will soon hear a word, see a sign, or receive a message that confirms this revelation. It might come as a phone call, an email, or even a slip of the tongue from someone unaware of the spiritual weight they carry. When it happens, don't panic. Rejoice. It's God's hand moving, exposing the darkness and restoring your light. Right now, lift your hand and say, God, I trust you to reveal the truth. Subscribe to this channel to stay connected to these divine messages and comment, I believe, to declare your faith. The next chapter will shock you. What happens when God steps into the fight? The impossible becomes possible. Keep watching to witness the miracle. Brace yourself, because heaven is about to flip the script. The enemy's plans are crumbling like ashes in the wind. God is not just protecting your inheritance. He's amplifying it. What they tried to steal, God is restoring with increase. What they tried to bury, God is resurrecting with glory. The land, the home, the blessing, it's all coming back to you, sealed with divine authority. The angels have locked the doors of the thieves, and the ground itself refuses to yield to their lies. This is no ordinary victory. This is a divine reversal that will leave your enemies stunned and your heart overflowing with gratitude. You felt the weight, haven't you? The heaviness in your spirit, the confusion, the emotional storms. They weren't random. They were signs of a spiritual war raging over your destiny. But God says, enough. He's breaking every chain, canceling every forged signature, and exposing every hidden agenda. You are not a victim. You are a victor. The property tied to your name is more than a place. It's a prophetic promise, a sacred space where your prayers will echo for generations. God placed you there not by chance, but by divine design. And what God ordains, no one can undo. Take a deep breath and say, I receive my divine restoration. Share this video with your prayer group. Someone needs this encouragement. The next chapter will ignite your faith. The storm is coming, but it's a storm of God's justice. What's next for you? Don't miss it. The heavens are ablaze with divine activity, and you are at the center of it. Archangel Michael stands tall, his sword gleaming with holy fire, guarding the sacred inheritance that bears your name. Can you feel the shift in the atmosphere? The enemy thought they could sneak past heaven's defenses, but they underestimated the power of God's angelic army. Angels are stationed around you, their wings forming an unbreakable shield. They've been dispatched to intercept every lie, every forged document, every whispered conspiracy aimed at stealing what God promised you. This is not just a battle. It's a divine operation, and heaven is executing it with precision. You've sensed their presence, haven't you? Those moments when a chill ran down your spine, when a dream felt too vivid to ignore, when a sudden peace washed over you in the midst of chaos. That was the angelic guard at work. They've been hovering, watching, and whispering warnings to your spirit. God says, my angels never sleep, and their mission is you. The property, the blessing, the sacred space meant for your destiny. It's under divine lockdown. No thief can break through heaven's gates, and no liar can outsmart God's truth. Declare it now. My angels are fighting for me, and victory is mine. But this moment requires your faith to rise. The enemy is desperate, throwing distractions your way, stirring doubt and planting fear. Don't fall for it. Your spiritual discernment is sharpening, and God is training your spirit to see through the fog. That unease you feel around certain people, that hesitation in your gut, it's not paranoia, it's divine protection. Heaven is rewiring your instincts, preparing you to stand firm in this season of exposure. The woman who betrayed you, the one who smiled while plotting your erasure, is losing her grip. Her influence is fading, and her lies are unraveling. God is moving so swiftly that she won't know what hit her. Lift your voice and say, angels, guard my destiny. Hit that like button to spread this message of divine protection, and share this video with someone who needs to know God is fighting for them. The next chapter will leave you in awe. The enemy is retreating, But God's plan is just beginning to unfold. What's coming next? Stay with us. Your voice is a weapon, and heaven is waiting for you to wield it. God didn't bring you this far to leave you silent. The enemy tried to mute you, to make you doubt your worth, to convince you that your place in this inheritance was a mistake. But God says, your voice carries my authority. When you speak in faith, angels move faster. When you declare His promises, chains break. When you align your word with heaven's truth, the very ground you stand on trembles with divine power. This is your moment to rise up and speak life over what the enemy tried to bury. The property tied to your name is more than land. It's a legacy, a sacred trust, a piece of your divine purpose. Someone in your family, perhaps an ancestor you never met, prayed over this blessing. Their tears watered the ground. Their faith sealed its purpose. And now it's your turn to claim it. The enemy wants you to stay quiet, to shrink back, to let their lies rewrite your story. But God is calling you to roar. Declare it now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My inheritance is sealed by God's hand. Say it again louder until your spirit feels a fire of heaven's agreement. This is spiritual warfare, and your words are your sword. The woman who betrayed you, the one who thought she could steal your place, is trembling at the sound of your faith. Her plans are falling apart because heaven responds to your voice. You don't need to argue with her, confront her, or prove your worth. God is your advocate, and He's sending signs to confirm His work. In the coming days, you'll hear whispers of truth. Someone will reveal something they didn't mean to. A document will surface. A conversation will shift. That's God exposing the hidden to restore what's yours. Pause and declare, I speak God's truth over my life. Comment, my voice is powerful, to affirm your spiritual authority, and subscribe to stay anchored in these divine revelations. The next chapter will ignite your soul. Your words are shaking the heavens. But what happens when God Himself speaks? Keep watching. Hold on tight, because God is unleashing a storm of justice that will sweep away every lie. The enemy thought they could outmaneuver the Creator, but they forgot one thing. God is the ultimate judge, and His verdict is final. The property, the blessing, the sacred space with your name on it, it's untouchable. The angels have sealed it. The heavens have declared it. And God Himself is stepping into the courtroom of your life. The liars, the schemers, the betrayers, they're about to face the consequences of touching what God called holy. This storm isn't just about punishment. It's about restoration. God isn't just exposing the woman who betrayed you. He's rewriting the story to elevate you. The land they tried to steal will not only return to you, but will come with increase. The blessing they tried to bury will rise with glory. God says, I am restoring double for your trouble. Can you feel the weight of that promise? The enemy wanted you to lose everything, but God is turning their schemes into your stepping stones. You're not just getting back what was yours. You're stepping into a season of overflow, where blessings chase you down and favor surround you like a shield. But you must stay vigilant. The enemy is cunning, and as God's justice moves, they'll try to distract you with chaos, drama, or false apologies. Don't take the bait. Keep your eyes on God's promise. The woman who orchestrated this betrayal may try to reach out, to explain herself, to pull you back into her web. But her words will feel empty. Her presence will feel off, and your spirit will know the truth. God is breaking her influence over you, and soon her name will fade from your heart like a distant memory. Stand up and say, God's justice is my victory. Share this video with someone who needs to hear about God's unstoppable power, and hit that notification bell to never miss a divine update. The next chapter will set your spirit on fire. The storm is here, but the light is breaking through. What's God preparing for you next? Don't turn away. The heavens are singing, and your soul is waking up. God is not just fighting for your inheritance. He's reigniting the fire within you. That heaviness you've carried, those moments of doubt, those nights when confusion clouded your mind, they were not your defeat. They were your training ground. God has been sharpening your spirit, refining your discernment, and preparing you for a season of unshakable clarity. You are not the same person who started this journey. You are rising as a warrior, anointed by heaven, with eyes to see truth and a heart aligned with God's purpose. Declare it now. I am awake and I am unstoppable. The woman who betrayed you, the one who tried to steal your sacred blessing, didn't just attack your inheritance. She attacked your identity. She wanted you to question your worth, to doubt your place in God's plan. But God says, you are mine and no one can redefine what I declared. Your spirit is being restored to its divine design. Those strange dreams, those moments of unease, were heaven's way of pulling you back to truth. You sensed a betrayal before you knew the details, didn't you? That was the Holy Spirit whispering, guiding, protecting. Now, your spiritual eyes are opening wider, and you'll see through every lie with laser-like precision. This awakening is your superpower. You'll walk into rooms and feel the atmosphere shift. You'll meet people and know instantly if their intentions are pure. God is giving you a new level of discernment, a gift so powerful it will guard your heart and your destiny. The enemy's tactics, manipulation, flattery, hidden agendas, will no longer work on you. Your spirit is too sharp, your faith too strong, your connection to heaven too deep. This is the moment you step into the fullness of who God created you to be. Close your eyes and say, Lord, awaken my spirit to your truth. Comment, I am awake, to proclaim your spiritual revival, and share this video with someone who needs a rise in faith. The next chapter will shake your soul. Your spirit is alive, but God's plan is even bigger. What's coming next? Keep watching. Get ready, because God is about to pour out blessings so abundant they'll overflow your wildest dreams. The enemy tried to strip you of your inheritance, but God is not just returning what was stolen, He's multiplying it. The land, the home, the sacred space with your name on it. It's coming back, but it's coming with increase. God says, I am the God of more than enough. Where the enemy sowed theft, God is sowing abundance. Where they plan lack, God is declaring overflow. This is not just restoration. This is divine compensation. The property tied to your name carries more than physical value. It holds spiritual significance. It's a place where prayers were sown, where faith was planted, where your ancestors cried out to God. That sacred ground is yours, and no human hand can erase what heaven has written. But God's promise goes beyond the physical. He's restoring your peace, your joy, your confidence. He's rebuilding what betrayal tore down, and He's adding blessings you didn't even ask for. Financial increase? It's coming. Emotional healing? It's yours. Spiritual authority? It's rising. God is making you a living testimony of His power. In the days ahead, watch for signs of this restoration. A phone call, a letter, a conversation. Something will confirm that God is moving. The woman who plotted against you will fade into background as God elevates you to the forefront. Her schemes will crumble, and her influence will dry up. You won't need to chase justice. Justice is chasing you. God is setting a table for you in the presence of your enemies, and they will watch in awe as you rise higher than ever before. Lift your hand and say, I receive God's abundance. Hit that subscribe button to stay connected to these life-changing messages, and share this video with someone who needs to know God restores. The final chapter will leave you speechless. The blessings are coming, but there's one final revelation. Don't miss it. This is it. The moment heaven's decree goes forth. God is speaking, and his voice is shaking the foundations of the enemy's plans. The property, the blessing, the sacred inheritance with your name on it is sealed by the Almighty. No lie can stand, no scheme can prevail, no betrayal can undo what God has ordained. Archangel Michael stands at the gates of your destiny, his sword blazing, his presence unyielding. The battle is over, and the victory is yours. Shout it out, God has won, and I am victorious. The woman who tried to erase you, the one who thought she could steal your divine portion, she's finished. Not because you fought her, but because God exposed her. Her words are losing power. Her plans are collapsing, and her mask is shattered. God is sending divine confusion into the enemy's camp, and those who plotted against you will stumble over their own lies. You'll see it. Someone will slip up, a truth will surface, a document will reappear. It's not by your hand, it's by God's design. He's rewriting the story, and you are the hero of this divine drama. But this triumph is more than a moment. It's a new season. God is placing you at the center of your promise, where you were always meant to be. You'll walk on that land, touch those walls, and feel the prayers of generations under your feet. Your name is not just written on a deed. It's engraved in heaven's courts. And from those courts, no one can remove it. God says, what I have spoken is done. What I have promised is yours. What I have started, I will finish. This is your confirmation, your vindication, your divine turnaround. Stand up and declare, my victory is sealed by heaven. Comment, God is my defender, to testify to his power, and share this video to spread this message of triumph. Thank you for staying with us. Your faith is about to change everything. The battle is won, but the story isn't over. What's God's final word for you? Keep listening. The air has shifted, and a new chapter is dawning. God has not only defended your inheritance, he's launching you into a season of unprecedented favor. The land, the blessing, the sacred space. It's yours, but God's plan is bigger than you imagined. This is not just about reclaiming what was stolen. It's about stepping into a destiny so radiant it will light up the world around you. God says, I am making all things new. Your heart, your vision, your purpose, they're being renewed for a purpose greater than you can see. The woman who betrayed you, the enemies who schemed, they're no longer your focus. God has removed their influence, and their voices will fade like echoes in the wind. You don't need to dwell on their defeat. You need to embrace your divine ascent. The property with your name on it is just the beginning. God is opening doors to new opportunities, new connections, new blessings. You'll meet people who carry heaven's favor, who align with your purpose, who celebrate your rise. The fog of betrayal is lifting, and clarity is your new reality. This is your moment to live boldly, pray with authority, walk with confidence, speak with faith. The enemy tried to silence you, but God is amplifying your voice. Your story will inspire others. Your testimony will break chains, and your life will be a beacon of God's glory. The inheritance is yours, the victory is yours, and the future is yours. God says, step into it, my child. Your new beginning is here. Take a deep breath and say, I step into my new beginning. If this message touched your heart, give a super thanks to support this ministry and share this video with everyone who needs to hear it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss a divine word from heaven. Beloved, this is not the end. It's the beginning of your greatest season yet. God has fought for you. Angels have guarded you, and heaven has declared your victory. Your name is written in divine ink, and no one can erase it. Live in the power of this truth. Live in the joy of God's promises. Live as a chosen, protected, unstoppable child of the Most High. Amen.